Is always a polarizing issue, especially after a mass tragedy like this. We asked you to explain your opinion. Here's Lauren Tallarico with your responses.
Right. We posted this one simple question to our Facebook page. It is, do you think private citizens should be allowed to own semi-automatic weapons? Why or why not? And boy, did we get a firestorm of responses. This first one from Michael here is one of the most popular, and he's quoting the Second Amendment. He says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So he's basically saying we need guns to rise up against a tyrannical government. But Mark here says, I don't think our forefathers ever envisioned what firearms would evolve into. Long gone are the days where firearms were single-shot muskets. Now we have handguns down to a science. Okay, so let's look into that for a sec. Back in the 1770s, during the Revolutionary War, the most common and powerful weapons were the rifle and the musket, both similar, which had one shot each before needing to be reloaded. Today, the people are able to buy weapons and modify them to fire hundreds of rounds in a matter of moments. Meanwhile, the government's most powerful weapon, the atomic bomb. Now moving on to one of the most common answers in the no category is this one from Chris. He says there is no use for a semi-automatic weapon except to kill humans. But according to the most recent Gallup poll, a third of gun owners say they use their guns for hunting and 21% for recreation or for target shooting. And finally, Chris O says this. You need guns to kill bad guys who carry guns. You can't bring a knife to a gunfight. So, in the Sutherland Springs shooting, this was kind of the case. Authorities say when the gunman finished his killing spree in the church, he was confronted by a Good Samaritan who also had a gun and shot him. And according to the FBI, there are numbers that support what they call justifiable homicide. So good guys stopping bad guys. In 2012, there were 259 of these cases. But that same year, criminals used guns in more than 8,000 homicides. So that simple question that we asked, really not so simple. Clearly no black and white here, just a lot of gray. Guys, back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you. And